Hey Pisces, welcome to your love reading for June 2020. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to see what's happening the month ahead for you in love with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull an oracle message for you guys from this deck here. Now, guys, this is the second time I'm doing the Pisces videos. Some of you noticed. You noticed that I took down the previous Pisces love reading for June. And you've been commenting, what happened? Where did it go? Guys, the energy just, I don't know. I walked away from it. I slept. I came back. I'm like, I don't like the energy. I don't like the energy that came in. So we're going to do it again. We're going to try to set here for higher energy. And the message that came in, I will include it in this reading, but I didn't want that to be the only message or the prominent message, okay? But we're going to go ahead and see what's coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, my dears. So, the first card that we have here is Queen of Pentacles. And this is also kind of, this card didn't come up in the first one I did for you guys, but it's a similar message in terms of security. In fact, I believe the first card that came up for you guys in the last reading was King of Pentacles. So you have something very similar, you just have the feminine energy of it coming in. And so, Pisces, security is very important for you right now. Security in your relationships is very important for you right now. But what you're realizing is that with the Queen of Pentacles, you're realizing that this is security that needs to come from within. It needs to be felt in your body. It needs to be felt in your living environment. So you're kind of going internal or inward, which is, I think, what Spirit wanted to say in your previous reading. But what came out in the previous reading was that some of you were not feeling secure within yourselves. And so you were maybe like in this relationship and this person was being very clingy to you guys, or this person didn't want to let you go even though maybe you're feeling like it's not the right relationship for you. And so some people were like intentionally doing things to push this person away. And that became like the prominent message. And I was like, it didn't sit right with me. So this is what I was hoping Spirit would get into, and Spirit is that a lot of you are going to be going inward to create this sense of security and satisfaction within yourself. When I see Queen of Pentacles in a reading, it's very much a card about creating a sense of sanctuary, creating your safe space, really, really nourishing and nurturing your body, being good to yourself, putting, nutritious food in you that you enjoy eating, right? Sometimes people make this thing and they're like, oh, I'm going to take care of my body, I'm going to be healthy. But then the healthy changes that they're making make them miserable. And it's like, what's the point? You're not supposed to suffer. There's lots of healthy foods and things that you can eat that taste good, that you enjoy eating. You know, it doesn't have to be this thing where you're like, well, I'm being good, so I'm gonna punish myself. No. So it just feeling like you're in this plentiful energy, feeling like you're creating a sense of home, feeling like you're really pampering and treating your body. And the Queen of Pentacles is very much about being grounded or being rooted in your space, even if you don't have your own place, even if you are sharing environment with somebody or have roommates or have a lot of people, wherever your space is, even if your space right now is you're sleeping on somebody's couch, taking that space and making it as comfortable as possible for you, doing things to set the mood. Do you like to have music on when you're drifting off to sleep? Do you like to maybe kind of sit at the end of the night and relax with some candles? Don't leave the candles on when you go to sleep, though. Be careful. You use fire safety. Make sure you have that stuff put out when you're going to bed. But you get what I mean, just creating some kind of bedtime routine or something, like a shower or a bath or just something, music, reading, meditation, to give you that sense of comfort, to give you that sense of rest. This is going to help you so you're not overly emotional, and so that you're able to make good decisions in your love life. Queen of Pentacles is very much about the home too, so some of you might be trying to make a home environment in your relationship as well. Like if you're feeling distant from your partner, or if you guys have been cooped up for a long time, you know, you might be trying to do things to make things more comfortable. One last thing, and I will move on to the next card. Queen of Pentacles can come up as a card for us that lets us know that if you are having issues in a relationship and you've been trying to talk them out and talk about feelings and things like this, and it's not working, sometimes we can bond with someone through the physical, right? We make it so complicated with like analyzing and talking and, you know, like expressing this and expressing that. And sometimes we just bond through basic human needs, right? A comfortable environment, a place to get cozy, you know, good music, you know, watching movies or things that make you laugh together, or, you know, eating meals together that you enjoy. Like just creating a sense of hominess can go a long way. We don't always have to, you know, analyze and discuss and break everything down. So that's a message too with the Queen of Pentacles. The next card here is the Star. Okay, and so this can be, for some of you, there could be some Aquarius energy going on. Some of you could have a significant soulmate that's coming in who's an Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius sun, moon, or rising, or, you know, you might have Aquarius in your chart somewhere, and that might be coming to the surface. But put that aside, put the zodiac aside. When I see Aquarius, when I see the Star card coming up, couple of things. It's a major arcana card. So when the major arcana cards come up in a reading, we're entering a significant chapter. We're entering a period of time. This is energy that's going to be around with you for a while, possibly longer than a month. Now, if you're going to have energy, you're going to be in for a while, the Star card is a good energy to be in, because the Star card comes in with the message letting us know that the worst of it is over. We can expect for things to get better now. We can expect to resolve a situation and to come out of it like a bright, shining light. Very inspired in our creativity. The Star card can also indicate that some of you are really ready to receive attention now. If you've been single for a long time, or if you've been having to put your love life on hold, because a lot of us have been, you know, at home, and now things are kind of changing, and people are being allowed to like get out there again. You might be really coming out and like embracing this freedom in a newfound way, where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to connect, I'm ready to be seen. And you might be coming out there in a way where this new energy is drawing positive attention your way. You're being noticed, you're being seen, you're being admired, sometimes with the Star card here too. So Star card is just happy long-term planning that's going to be successful, that's actually going to work out. And you know, being seen, being appreciated, being in your inspiration. It's a card that like you've gone through all your healing, and now you're ready to live your life better, right? For having gone through what you've gone through, and people are seeing that about you, like, wow, like this is a very wise person, or this is a very you know, special person, like that. Those are things about you that you're able to kind of put out there, which is going to be really significant, Pisces, if you're one of those people who've struggled with identity, or who've like struggled to like try to find their identity through their relationship or through their partner. If you are someone who struggled with that, the Queen of Pentacles and the Star card coming together back to back are telling me that you're breaking out of that. You're figuring out who you are, you're liking who you are, you're being more expressive of it, and you're drawing the appropriate attention, the appropriate people to you as a result. The next card here is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is about laying down foundations. It's about, you know, creating foundations, creating order, creating balance. It can be collaborations as well. It could be getting together and collaborating with people. So this could be something that some of you are doing as a matter of self-improvement. That's improving your relationship. Some of you could be meeting a significant romantic partner through some collaboration that you're taking on with people or with friends, or some promotion that might be coming up at work, because Three of Pentacles for me sometimes is like you're in training or you're being prepared to be moved up. So there could be some aspect like this in your career or in your work life for some of you that's opening a door for someone to come in. If you are dating a person, okay, and is fairly new, or a new person is coming in. Three of Pentacles wants you to know that this is someone who really, 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 like, their intentions are serious. They're looking at this for long term, but they really, really want to make sure that you guys are right for each other. They may have been in a situation in the past where people took advantage of them, or people fooled them or tricked them by pretending to be one way. And then once, you know, they were together, then it was like, oh gosh, well, now we have a problem. Now we have an issue. You know, like they're a completely different person. Like they were lying, or they were faking who they really were. And so they just want to make sure that, like, you know, you're who you seem to be. And so authenticity is the key word here, Pisces. The more you can be truly yourself, the more this relationship is going to progress and move forward. If this person feels or senses that you're trying to, like, edit yourself, or you're trying to, like, you know, impress them, like, they're going to get suspicious. They're going to pull away. Even if you may be the kindest, sweetest, most amazing person in the world, if they feel anything other than authenticity, they might get a little bit nervous, like, oh my gosh, what if they're hiding something? What if they're a fake person? They just really don't want to get burned again. So keep this in mind, my dears. Your next card here is the Empress. All right, so you guys have some major arcana cards coming up in your love life this week, or this month, I should say. I'm used to doing the weekly videos. For those of you who don't know, especially if you're sick of love, or if you care about other areas of your life, I do weekly videos where I talk about spirituality, finances, career, all the other really important parts of our life other than love. So make sure to check out the weeklies if you haven't already. But anyway, Empress is coming up for you guys this month in the love reading. And the Empress can indicate a Libra energy for some of you, but it would be a Libra with more of the feminine characteristics of Libra. And that can be coming in terms of zodiac for those of you who really like to look at the major arcanas in terms of like a person coming in by zodiac. However, the way that I read, like I said, it's a chapter, it's a period you're coming into. And the Empress is beautiful. The Empress is the embodiment of all of the queens put together in one. And so what I mean by this is sometimes people have a tendency to categorize people in general, right? But we'll say in this example women, because the Empress here is depicting a woman, has like certain types, like, oh, she's the sexy type, oh, she's the smart type, oh, she's the business type, oh, she'd be a great mom, you know. But it's like, hello, we can be all of those things in one. They're not separate of each other. Somebody could be an intelligent, sexy, business minded, business successful, business, you know, wonderful mom. Somebody can be all of those things, right? It doesn't have to be like, you know, in little compartments. And so Pisces, you're realizing this, that you don't have to have just one dominant personality trait, or you don't have to be, cowgirl Barbie, or Dr. Barbie, or surfer Barbie. Like, you can be all the things. You can be all the things. But overall, also, Empress is going to indicate here, the kind of energy you're coming into and the kind of energy that you're attracting into your life. Somebody very well-rounded, somebody very accomplished, somebody in their confidence and in their power, but still very loving and nurturing, right? So I think also if you've been in a relationship where there have been power struggles, or if you have had power struggles in past relationships where, like, you don't want someone to take advantage, or you don't want them to be on their best behavior for a little bit and then go back to the old ways, the Empress is saying you're learning how to approach the situation in a way where your behaviors and your actions and how you are, like, they're earning you that genuine respect. It's coming to you more naturally. You're not having to, like, fight for it or demand it, or, play some kind of, mental war to try to get it, right? Like you're connecting with the person, and you're displaying, genuineness about yourself, and you're displaying this genuine behavior, so that like this person feels close to you. This person doesn't want to let you down. This person doesn't want to disappoint you. So through that respect for you, that love for you, right? Like they're on their best behavior. That's the thing about the Empress. She's not like people don't want to disappoint her. People don't want to let her down. They respect her. They want to make her proud. They want to make her happy. You know, it's not out. I mean, that it's that fear of letting her down, but not because like she's doing anything to make them afraid. Like, oh my God, she's gonna yell at me, or oh my God, she's gonna be like off with their head. That's not her style. That's not how she does things. It's earned through like love for her. And so that's what's coming into your energy, Pisces, and coming into your relationships in June. You're mastering that loyalty, that respect, that, oh my gosh, you know, I really care about Pisces. I really love Pisces. You know, I really want to make sure that Pisces is happy. And so it's coming from a self-regulated, genuine place where it's not like you're always having to remind them or keep them on their toes. So I hope you get what I mean by that. We're going to go ahead and see what your spirit message is here from the Oracle deck. And don't forget, my darlings, to watch your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign if you haven't already. Some months, those may resonate more than others. If you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule with me through the Calendly link. So here you have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So we need to talk about chemistry. And this kind of came up in your first reading, right? There was like a temptation for some of you. And so some of you were looking at this temptation as an excuse or as an opportunity to get out of a relationship. And so it was coming up in your first reading that some of you were acting on that temptation and then making it known to the current partner because you felt this is the only way you were going to be able to shake them, or the only way you were going to be able to get them to give up on you. Like, oh, here's the one thing they won't forgive, so let me go ahead and just kind of do that because I can't seem to convince them that, you know, I don't want to be with them. Well, that's kind of sad. You know, you can you can even if you're dealing with a clingy person, you know, you just have to be firm. You don't have to break their heart, you know. So that was the message that was coming in with the last reading. But so going on with the temptation that some of you might be feeling, or as new partners are coming in, this is going to be an opportunity, Pisces, for you guys to learn the difference between chemistry and love. Especially if you're a Pisces who's on a path of healing right now. What we need to know is sometimes what happens with chemistry is we get really turned on, we get really attracted by people who are going to trigger us, people who are going to break our heart, people who are going to push all the little triggers that we have. And so we have like this physical reaction when they're around. We have this physiological reaction when they're around. But it's like fire and gasoline. You know, it's not necessarily going to be, you know, a happy ending when we feel that love at first sight, right? Like people think, oh, love at first sight. Oh, this must be my twin flame. Oh, this must be my soulmate. But you want to be cautious. When you have that love at first sight, the earth stopped still, like the earth stood still. You want to be careful of that because typically what's happening is this is someone that is gonna trigger you. And sometimes it's like, oh, but I feel like I've known them forever. Like I feel so at home the second we were around each other. I felt so comfortable. That can be a wonderful thing, but think about what home has been for you. Has, you know, like the relationships you grew up around. Were they stable? Were they healthy? You know, or like the people that you consider friends and family. Do you still have deep wounds that haven't healed from like things that you resent or ways that they've let you down? So if you feel home with someone, that should tell you right then and there. If that stuff hasn't been healed, that should tell you right then and there, this is someone who's going to let you down in the same ways. So you don't want to make a big, massive decision based on chemistry, where you're leaving a relationship to go off with someone because you feel a lot of chemistry with them, or some new person comes in. You're single, some new person comes in, there's this insane off the charts chemistry. I'm not telling you not to experience it. I'm not telling you not to give it a chance, you know, because these are general readings and you guys are in different situations. But don't automatically hand over your whole heart and say, oh my God, this must be my person, and go jumping in head first. Okay, sometimes it's a connection because it's something that's going to trigger us, and sometimes it's a connection from a past life, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go and give your whole heart over. Don't confuse also really amazing physical connection with love. So Pisces, I feel a lot of things are happening in June that you guys are really getting a good handle on really what love is, what love really is, and how to navigate it, how to maneuver it, and how to have the kind of relationship that you deserve and that's going to be fulfilling for you, where you're not feeling insecure, or you're not feeling afraid, right? Like you're feeling confident and you're feeling safe in the relationship, or safe in the decisions that you're making. Alrighty, my darlings. Again, you might want to watch your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign if you haven't already. And if you like a private reading, you can schedule with me through Calendly. If you want to know more about the astrology, or if the astrological parts of the cards resonated with you. Unfortunately, I'm not an astrologer, so I refer you all to the experts. Truly Divine is still offering you guys the very generous 30% off. They're already very reasonable prices if you want to get relationship compatibility analysis, or get information based on your placements in your natal chart. They have all kinds of different charts that they offer, and they're offering them at the 30% off with my Angel 30 discount code. So you can check that out if you want guidance around astrology or information around astrology. If you want a intuitive card reading, then you can schedule that with me on Calendly. I'm more than happy to do card readings and use intuition. I just don't want to give anybody incorrect astrology advice because I'm not an astrologer. Alrighty, my dears, I thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. The channeled angel messages will be up soon, and don't forget to watch your weeklies. Take care.